Hi guys, welcome. Dan here from the Magic Junk Drawer. So video 2 in the Single Mom Journey series. So after I found out, it's funny because I didn't really freak out. I didn't I didn't freak out. I was okay. Well, this is what's going on. I'm going to go to the doctor. I'm going to make sure that everything is okay. I'm not going to tell anybody until I know exactly what's going on. Papa knew, that was it, and my one friend. And the reason why her and I had been talking about it is because she's older than me and she doesn't have children. So back to the menopause thing, I asked her first. I'm like, did this ever happen to you? And she was like, no, that never happened to me. And then so it was like she was the only person that knew and he was the only person that knew. And then I was going to the doctor. I didn't want to have to explain to a lot of people. And I didn't know what I was dealing with. So the first things that the doctors do, when you're considered high risk, which I think is anybody over the age of 35, or if you have prior complications, or if you're having twins, they kind of check you out to make sure that physically you're okay. And if you're okay and you're going to go through with the pregnancy, then you go back. I think the next thing I went to was a sonogram just to make sure that, for the dating of it, so that they would give me a date and to make sure that it was a uterine pregnancy. That's what they wanted to make sure, and to see if they could get a heartbeat. So we did that. And then, I think that I go every 4 weeks to one doctor, and then there's the other doctor. I just went for blood work the other day. They do a lot of blood work, which I don't really love, but whatever. I gotta tell you, when they take it out of my vein, I'm okay. But at one point they had to do some kind of genetic testing that came out of my finger, and I really didn't like that. And I want to mention the tattoos. Well, that's what the lady said. She was like, how many tattoos do you have that you can't have your finger pricked? And I know, I was like, I know, I'm ridiculous, but whatever. So the funny thing here is that if you watched my video that I did back in April, where I said that I wanted to get these tattoos, and I went spur of the moment, and I was like, I have to have it done today. And the place I normally go to couldn't take me. So I pulled over in a gas station and I Googled another place because I needed to get them that day. Otherwise, I knew I wasn't going to go back. I just wasn't going to be able to go back on Thursday when they wanted me to go back. So I got the day that I got these tattoos, that week is when they estimate was the time of conception. So it's really funny because these new stars that I got kind of marked that period. And it's almost like I knew I had to have them on that day, and I wasn't going to take no for an answer. I was going to find someone to do them. So that was interesting when I look back on that. So the doctors, I'm just get very nervous whenever I have to go to doctors. That's just me. I know a lot of people get like that. So I don't really love that, but I've been doing okay, going to the doctor's appointments and surviving. So I started telling people once I got back, I guess it was week 14. That's when I started telling people because, and I really haven't even told that many people because I don't know. I'm just taking it day by day, and I'm just trying to stay positive and focused, and that's it. So some of the things that I experienced, like I said in my first video, I was really nauseous a lot, but I only actually threw up a couple of times. I didn't really throw up that much, but I was nauseous, a little bit fatigued, a little bit crampy. I didn't feel like myself. So I have still been able to go out running. So the doctor said that I was allowed to go running. I'm allowed to walk. I'm okay to teach, but she doesn't want me to take any hot classes. And as far as the running goes, there were a couple of weeks where I just felt really nauseous, so I didn't run. And there were a couple of really hot days where I didn't go out running either. But for the most part, I'm running or walking every day. This week, I actually ran Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. But like I said, I've already put on 30 pounds, so I don't want the added weight to affect my knees. Now, I've never been a fast runner. At my absolute thinnest, and when I was running the most, I was like between 8.5 minutes a mile and 9 minutes, and that was fast for me. I'm usually somewhere between 10 and 11 minutes. I'm coming in these days, like today my run was 13 minutes and 15 seconds a mile, which is like, I feel like I'm running backwards, but whatever. I'm doing it. It's exercise. It's movement. It's important. It's important for so many reasons, especially like I'm not even talking about weight wise, but just, keeping everything else in check as far as my blood pressure and my sugar and all that kind of stuff. To me, it's important that I stay active. So there's a fine line between me trying to find an excuse to not do it and me making myself get up and do it. Like this morning, I'm like, well, I'm kind of tired. Maybe I'll wait till this afternoon. And then I was like, no, you know what? You're up. Physically, you feel fine. You're just being lazy. Go out and do it. So I did. Also, I wanted to listen to Peter Gabriel's Salisbury Hill over and over again. I don't know why. I mean, I like that song, but it's not my favorite. But there is a line in this song. First of all, the entire song was written about his choice to leave Genesis. And it was about leaving what you have when you know that it's good in the hopes that you're going to find something better. So it's the chance that you take. It's like all of us, like we get complacent in a job. We know what we got, so we don't go for the job that's better. But at the end of the day, it's better to go for it because you're never going to advance if you stay complacent. So I kind of understand like what the song meant and why it was resonating with me, but there's one line that really hit me, and it was the line where he says, I did not believe the information. I just had to trust imagination. That's what Neville Goddard says, trust your imagination. So I just had to work really hard with my imagination and focus on what it is that I want and what I want this outcome to be. And I also have to focus on that sometimes you just need to have faith. And that's just it. That things are going to work out the way they're supposed to. Everything is going to be fine. And you just have to have faith. That's it. End of story. So that's it for today's video. If you like what we're doing here at the Magic Junk Drawer, don't forget to like and subscribe, share us with your friends, and we'll see you soon. Thanks for watching. Bye.